Welcome. Today we will be reading lesson 255 in the workbook, and from the text, chapter 21, section 7, the last unanswered question, paragraphs 7 through 13. And now for lesson 255. This day I choose to spend in perfect peace. It does not seem to me that I can choose to have but peace today. And yet my God assures me that his Son is like himself. Let me this day have faith in him who says I am God's Son. And let the peace I choose be mine today. Bear witness to the truth of what he says. God's Son can have no cares and must remain forever in the peace of heaven. In his name I give today to finding what my Father wills for me, accepting it as mine, and giving it to all my Father's sons along with me. And so, my Father, would I pass this day with you. Your Son has not forgotten you. The peace you gave him still is in his mind, and it is there I choose to spend today. It is one's choice to spend this day in uninterrupted peace. It does not seem that one can choose only peace today, yet what has doubts is but a witness for error in a mind driven mad by illusions. Yet the certainty that lies within oneself assures that eternal peace created one peaceful like itself. Let one this day affirm one's faith in one's peaceful identity, and let the peace one chooses be one's own, and reveal the truth of what one is. Eternity's child can have no worries or concerns, being always in the peace of unity. In the name of truth itself, one dedicates this day to discovering reality's will for oneself. For eternity's child has not forgotten the eternal. for our text reading for today, from chapter 21, section 7, the last unanswered question, paragraphs 7 through 13. Forget not that the choice of sin or truth, helplessness or power, is the choice of whether to attack or heal. For healing comes of power, and attack of helplessness. Whom you attack, you cannot want to heal. And whom you would have healed must be the one you chose to be protected from attack. And what is this decision but the choice whether to see him through the body's eyes, or let him be revealed to you through vision? How this decision leads to its effects is not your problem. But what you want to see must be your choice. This is a course in cause and not effect. Consider carefully your answer to the last question you have left unanswered still, and let your reason tell you that it must be answered, and is answered in the other three. And then it will be clear to you that as you look on the effects of sin in any form, all you need do is simply ask yourself, is this what I would see? Do I want this? This is your one decision. This the condition for what occurs. It is irrelevant to how it happens, but not to why. You have control of this. And if you choose to see a world without an enemy, in which you are not helpless, the means to see it will be given you. Why is the final question so important? Reason will tell you why. It is the same as are the other three, except in time. The others are decisions that can be made, and then unmade, and made again. But truth is constant, and implies a state where vacillations are impossible. You can desire a world you rule that rules you not, and change your mind. You can desire to exchange your helplessness for power, and lose this same desire as a little glint of sin attracts you. And you can want to see a sinless world and let an enemy tempt you to use the body's eyes and change what you desire. In content, all the questions are the same. For each one asks if you are willing to exchange the world of sin for what the Holy Spirit sees, since it is this the world of sin denies. And therefore those who look on sin are seeing the denial of the real world. Yet the last question adds the wish for constancy in your desire to see the real world. So the desire becomes the only one you have. By answering the final question, yes, you add sincerity to the decisions you have already made to all the rest. For only then have you renounced the option to change your mind again. When it is this you do not want, the rest are wholly answered. Why do you think you are unsure the others have been answered? Could it be necessary they be asked so often if they had? Until the last decision has been made, the answer is both yes and no. For you have answered yes without perceiving that yes must mean not no. No one decides against his happiness, but he may do so if he does not see he does it. And if he sees his happiness as ever-changing, now this, now that, and now an elusive shadow attached to nothing, he does decide against it. Elusive happiness, or happiness in changing form, that shifts with time and place, is an illusion that has no meaning. Happiness must be constant, because it is attained by giving up the wish for the inconstant. Joy cannot be perceived except through constant vision. And constant vision can be given only those who wish for constancy. The power of the Son of God's desire remains the proof that he is wrong, who sees himself as helpless. Desire what you want, and you will look on it and think it real. No thought but has the power to release or kill, and none can leave the thinker's mind or leave him unaffected. We are told in this section that when looking upon any form of sin, one need only ask, Does one want this? And then the means to see the situation without an enemy and to see oneself as powerful will be given one. For there is always a choice between sin and truth, attack or healing, weakness or strength. In the unanswered question, one is being asked to look upon one's denial of truth. For it is this denial that allows sin, attack, and weakness to arise in one's mind. The decision for truth is uncompromising, while the choices for power, no enemies, and no sin can be taken back at any time. Yet the constancy of truth is unchanging. Choosing sin is but the denial of the real world, the forgiven world, the world of happy dreams.